Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy from Side the Bengal Dragon. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and bell notification buttons, as all your support really helps me remain motivated to continue making a variety of different type of videos in this channel, and it will also help the channel grow. And finally, it will help a legally blind YouTuber like myself remain motivated to continue doing what he's doing on this channel on a consistent basis. So today I thought I'll do something just a slightly little bit different. It's still going to be about cricket because, like I mentioned in a previous video, we are in a very prime time, in a very prime period of the cricketing season. There's a lot of cricket going on, all around the world. So you're going to see a good amount of cricket videos coming at you from me on this channel. In fact, I might actually start a new playlist, that is, just called cricket, and it is not going to include Bangladesh cricket. That's a separate playlist on its own. So this playlist most likely is going to be all the non-Bangladesh cricket related topics, which includes this one. So today I'm going to talk about the first ODI between India and West Indies that took place yesterday. I believe it took place in the Queen's Park Oval. Okay, so first of all, this was pretty much the same side that lost 3-0 to Bangladesh. And, well, just to say that, yeah, it was spin-friendly conditions, but for them to have zero idea about these spin-friendly conditions, it is a little difficult to digest for me personally, because you had 4 matches on the same ground and you could not make any changes on the fly. And if I'm not mistaken, Hayden Walsh Jr. was with you, and you did not use Hayden Walsh Jr. If he was there with the team. So, in fact, they opted to bowl Nicholas Puran again and again. Anyways, this match. Okay, now India, I will not call this a B string or C string side, because I mentioned before, India are such a good team right now that they can put 2 top tier teams simultaneously and no quality will be compromised. We saw it in this match. You do not have Rohit Sharma, you do not have Virat Kohli, you do not have Ravindra Jadeja. Okay, no problem. Okay, you had other people to hold down the fort. Okay, and even from West Indies, I will still not call this their full strength side, because, like I mentioned, where is Jason Holder? Where is Kemar Roach? How can you have a West Indies side without Kemar Roach and Jason Holder? Okay. But, we got Jaden Seals, we got Alzari Joseph, Romario Shepherd, and whatnot. Okay. Now, India batted first, and basically, thanks to Shikhar Dhawan, Shubman Gill, Shreyas Iyer, and whatnot, they ended up getting 308, I believe, 308 for 7. At one point, honestly, I thought the way Indian batters were making the West Indian bowlers look like chumps, absolute chumps, you would think that India are going to hit 400. And it would, if India would have hit 400, it would not have been unusual. It would not have been unexpected, because this India team is that damn good. Okay. So you had that, and this is thanks to mostly very lackluster bowling from West Indies. And this is one thing I'm noticing. The West Indian pacers, they're not that consistent with their line and length. This is something I've noticed even in the Bangladesh series, in the Bangladesh 3-match series. The West Indian pacers are not that consistent with the line and length. In fact, the only one who is somewhat consistent is Gudakesh Moti. Even Akhil Hossain, he's not that consistent with his line and length. Nicholas Puran, oh good lord, no, not consistent with his line and length. At least that's towards the very beginning. Thankfully, the floodgates had to open because the West Indies are still a very good fielding side, and they've shown that. Yes, I believe one or two catches were dropped. They're not the best fielding side, but they're still good, like from time to time. So, because I believe Nicholas Puran calls that run out, which basically at least gave a little bit of momentum back into the hands of the West Indies. Otherwise, India were looking absolutely rampant to reach 350, 375, or even 400 the way they were going. But the latter half of the innings, their bowling also came somewhat good. Shikhar Dhawan got, unfortunately, 3 runs short of his century. Um, but still, it just goes to show you that, like, if you had this type of intensity from the beginning, West Indies had this game. Like, West Indies could have actually won. And that's what's baffling, that West Indies, even, in hindsight, West Indies, even, like, after, having such bad bowling, they were managed to they have managed to restrict India to 308. And ladies and gentlemen, one more time, people are saying that restricting India to 308 is a good thing. This is how good the Indian team is. Okay, if anyone thinks that I don't like the Indian team and whatnot, like, listen, I'm not objectively stupid. Okay, I might not like some Indian trolls, and yes, I lay into them, with a vengeance. But I'm not going to deny that, the Indian team is one of the best teams in the world. So, just one more time, restricting a team to 308, the bowlers think they did something good. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's like if you're having a boxing match and you say that, yeah, I survived 3 rounds with Mike Tyson. I'm like, you still lost. You still lost. Okay, so 308, West Indies, their batting innings, I don't know. I don't know what's happening with Shai Hope. Okay? Where was this Shai Hope that refused to get out? And especially in home conditions. What happened to Shai Hope, man? And by the way, where is Evan Lewis? I mean, I saw in a video, at least in a title, that, like, he was denied a fitness test or something. Where is Evan Lewis? Why does West Indies not have any other replacement for Shai Hope? Especially if he's not going through a very good run of form right now. Then give him a break. Okay, let him recharge his batteries. At this time, bring someone else in. Okay, even in such a friendly, extremely batting friendly surface, Shai Hope couldn't do anything. Okay, Kyle Myers, at least he shows that he has batting abilities, and he is evolving ever since his debut when he humiliated Bangladesh in Bangladesh. I will not forget that. Sorry, that's my first impression of Shai Hope. Of Kyle Myers, like the guy who humiliated Bangladesh in Bangladesh. But yeah, Kyle Myers held on the fort. Nicholas Puran tried. The other batters, Shamar Brooks, Brandon King, right up to the last man, Akil Hussain, Romario Shepherd, and whatnot. They tried. And as for, okay, now this is for, let me get back to the West Indian bowling. Nicholas Puran. How do you bowl no balls being an off spinner? This is something I don't get. And you bowl no balls when you when you have a long run up and you tend to take a step or two in slightly larger leaps. I'm telling you this because I used to bowl. I used to bowl medium fast. Okay, both with the regular ball and in blind cricket playing for Yorkshire for 4 seasons. Okay, I used to bowl medium fast with a slightly longer run up. So I know when I bowled no or what led to me bowling no balls. So it happens when you overstep and you miscalculate. How do you do that as an off spinner? I don't understand that. Okay. And speaking of no balls, I'm sorry, this is not like India to bowl this many no balls. Like you follow up a no ball with another no ball. I believe it was either Mohammad Siraj or Shankar or something like that. But yeah, the bowling was very surprisingly indisciplined for India. And that is what really baffled me. Like, how do you bowl that indisciplined, like, having so much experience of playing cricket? And I know, like, some of these players are new, but still, the Indian cricketing structure is such that, they can bring anyone new right now and they will still perform. Okay, that's why, a lot of people are looking towards India, to basically lead the way in world cricket in a way, if you will. I'm just a bit peeved that you should bring the other boards along with you, because I keep saying India versus Pakistan, there is a lot of money in it, and a lot of money means a lot of interest. You have Indians and Pakistanis all around the world. You could have exhibition matches of India versus Pakistan all around the world and milk them for their money. But you don't do that. You see football doing this. I mean, just in a few hours, I believe you're going to have Chelsea versus Arsenal happening in Orlando, Florida. Okay? You see football doing this. You don't see cricket doing this because of stupid politics. Okay, but anyways, sorry for digressing, but West Indies, this was their best chance to actually win an ODI after such a long drought. Because look back at their history. Like, how many ODIs in a row have they lost? It's a lot. It's a lot. So Akil Hussain, Romario Shepherd, all of them tried, and they're getting inside edges and outside edges for boundaries, going over, going through very fine leg, and very fine third man. Somehow they're squeezing the gaps, and they're overpowering the batters. Oh, sorry, the bowlers, and hitting them for sixes and whatnot. It was very, very competitive. Now, the misconception is that West Indies came close to beating India on a day where India were at their full potential with this team. That's a misconception, because for that I'll need to see the second ODI. In the second ODI, if their bowlers also perform this badly, this in such an indisciplined manner, then I will say that maybe the problem lies with the bowlers, and maybe the Indian bowlers need a bit more international experience, on how to bowl in a more disciplined manner. But overall, this was a very, very good match. I followed this match right up to the very end. Like, obviously, I was working, so I couldn't watch it. So I had a live radio commentary on. So I followed this match right up to the very end. Very, very entertaining match. An excellent game of cricket. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is what ODI cricket should be. Instead of all this talk about franchise cricket, destroying ODI cricket, whatnot. No, if you have competitive ODI cricket, people will still watch it. People, if they're invested enough, people will find the time to watch a 7-hour endeavor. Like not maybe from the beginning to the end, but still, they'll find a time to catch the replays. They'll find a time to watch the highlights. They'll find a time to follow it. So yeah, another trick missed there. But anyways, congratulations to India. Commiserations to West Indies. Just falling short by 3 runs. Just falling short by 3 runs. And yeah, let me just put it this way. Had someone like Kyle Myers or Brandon King, okay, or Shamar Brooks, even Nicholas Puran, if an established batter was at the very end, you would have seen it happen. You would have seen West Indies win. Okay. And you know what? I'm just gonna throw this out there. Okay. I'm just gonna throw it out there. I wouldn't be the Bengal Dragon if I wouldn't. West Indies never came this close to beating Bangladesh recently. Bangladesh absolutely dominated the West Indies. India struggled to beat them. Alright, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. And as always, hit like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification button. This is your boy, the Real Side, the Bengal Dragon, signing out.